itself, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
24, Nick Chubb.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd and 2, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins complete to the running back, Matt Breida.
Haskins.
12 yards there and a first down.
Breida. A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. Watch the screen.
Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 to 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58, boy. 58. 58. Come on.
To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll let this go for the zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to number 11.
Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Watch the screen. Pass. 29 is the mic.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott forced out to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yards. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make him kill. Shoot.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And pull it in. What a diving catch there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals, nothing.
first and 10. It's Haskins. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
3 yards. And
so barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Haskins. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
5-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
It is good.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensive. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point out.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Haskins on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Completion here to Claypool. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have the cross midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Haskins going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's the second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Texans 34, Cardinals 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, take a break. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Texans 34, Cardinals 14. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Tyreek Hill.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You got nothing. Hey, Mike 51.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete.
Matt Breida on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Texans 41, Cardinals 14.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
But I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
3 bucks. Hey, one set. Here go 46.
Prescott to throw this time. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Tight dog. 47. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The 41-yard line.
First down, Prescott. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
50 seconds.
Breida to get the third quarter started. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
There it is.
Touchdown, Houston. Albert Okuebuna with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving. And he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, 1 set. Check, Mike, 54.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert O. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
14.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Chubb on the counter. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket.
16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
All day, defense. All day.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Now Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. Swiss.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Check down to Breida. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 31, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
For Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. Check right.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
Cardinals 14.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They're going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
It's going to take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm going one for the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. And I'm one to the
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott from the gun. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
taken at about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, Houston.
Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check. Mike 4.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Wide receiver. Greedy Williams on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. That one complete to Hill.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One last shot now for Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
Result of the play.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept